I'm here with Robert Perry, who's the Vice President of the Corporate Council on Africa. We're here at the CCA's Business Forum as part of the U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit. Robert, what's the most exciting thing that's happening today? What are you watching for? What do you expect might come out of this summit?
I think the most important thing is to shape for the visitors participating in it and more broadly people who will learn about it a different image of Africa, an image of countries taking the right policy goals to augment domestic investment and attract in foreign investment, including American investment. And I think you will see in the presentations you've heard on the stage, as well as your opportunities to interview some of the key business leaders, they are strong and growing. They look to America for partnerships, both capital infusion as well as management infusion, to grow together. And I think this presents great opportunities for American companies, whether it's in infrastructure development, agribusiness, oil and gas, hotels, and particularly hotels. As more people in business travel, the capitals need more hotels. And even on the oil and gas side, when you put 5,000 oil and gas workers into a country, when they come off the rig, they need hotels to kind of enjoy the country rather than flying out. So American companies ought to get in there, Marriott, Hyatt, all the others, all of them, and kind of provide those services. It's a great opportunity. I say that Africa is going through now what we in the U.S. went through 50 years ago, that type of growth. And I think America has a lot to contribute to that.
Great, well that's a great recommendation. I'm sure our hotel entrepreneurs are happy to hear that. You know, the big question that people are raising, and Tony Elumelu raised it this morning, is how will we be able to determine whether this summit overall was a success? What's something that we can point to and say, this was worth doing, it was worth the logistical challenge of putting it together? What will you be looking for?
I look for a change in image here in the United States of understanding the opportunities in Africa. I think individual companies, and I think we will hear some of this week, will announce deals that they have been working on that will motivate others to overcome the fears that they may have, to understand the possibilities. So I think if you could measure now current level of American investment in Africa and take a measure 12 months, 24 months from now, you should see a significant increase of American investment in Africa, as the understanding of the opportunity and ability to lower the risk perception of what can be done in Africa.
Great. The other piece of it are these high-level presidential initiatives, Power Africa, Trade Africa, the New Alliance, things like this. There's been a lot of suggestion that what's really needed around those initiatives is a pathway to scale and longevity to ensure that they last beyond the current administration. What do you think can be done to achieve that?
I think, so on the Power Africa, it's about a year old now, this initiative. There are not many deals yet that have been concluded using those funds, but I expect as investors go in and make decisions on individual projects, they will access either OPIC, USAID, or USTDA funding. I think Exim Bank plays an important role here, and I just hope the political forces on the Hill can come together and understand the role of Exim in terms of supporting development projects overseas so that there is an export demand market for American products from here. And understand also on Exim that without that financing that they provide, in African countries looking for projects when they are dealing with supported funding from European countries, India, Asia, China, whatever, then the American company is at a disadvantage. That's particularly true for the medium-sized companies. The global Fortune 50, they can manage it. It's the others further down on the S&P 1000 that don't have the balance sheets to do that without some Exim support. And I think the USG should help. For the companies, those companies benefit, as well as for our overall economic growth.
Great. Well, Robert, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck with a successful event here.
Okay, thank you very much.